and welcome back to another Narrative Lounge episode. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the history of Balete Drive, its folklore, and the superstitions associated with it. The Balete Drive in the Philippines is one of the most popular folklore and ghost stories among locals. This inexplicable entity of Imperial Manila has terrified generations since the 1950s. Its main epicenter is the intersection of Balete Drive and Domingo. It is a spine-tingling experience that can make even the bravest of souls shiver. The street in of itself is nothing out of the ordinary, but it is packed with folklore enigmas. Some say that the street is haunted by the infamous White Lady who is said to have died in a car accident on the road. Others believe that Balete Drive is a portal to the underworld and it is where specters congregate. According to historical accounts, the Balete Drive gained its notoriety in the 1950s when the city was still developing. At the time, it was a scenic and peaceful avenue lined with towering balete trees. Balete trees are a type of fig tree found in the Philippines and other Southeast Asian countries. They are known for their size and longevity, with some reaching up to 60 meters tall and living for hundreds of years. Balete trees are known for their macabre history and have a reputation for harboring spirits or entities that usually dwell in the other world. With many folklore stories and legends surrounding them, they are often seen as sacred and believed to be inhabited by spirits or supernatural creatures. In Filipino culture, elders have made it a point to warn children against playing near a balete tree due to certain beliefs such as fairies and encantadas living inside the balete tree. They invite children inside their kingdom, and if a child eats something they offered from their world, they will remain trapped inside the tree for the rest of their lives. Other superstitions include when pointing your finger or laughing at the balete tree, the fairies will feel insulted and will curse you. If you cut a balete tree, the encantos living in the tree will punish you with death. It is said that the sources of supernatural elements on the drive are from none other than these mystical trees. When stories and claims of the sightings of the White Lady floating along its streets started to spread in the 50s, it became known that cab drivers are its favorite victims, for she has been a victim by one of them. The driver would drive along the place not knowing that the White Lady is silently sitting behind his cab's back seat. He will only know it upon giving a glimpse in the rearview mirror, and will then see that the White Lady is intensely staring at him. Various versions of stories about the identity of this notorious White Lady have arisen in the past. One famous story is that the White Lady is a student of the University of the Philippines. According to a certain security officer who resides in Balete Drive, the victim was allegedly molested by a taxi driver on her way home from school. The abuser then threw her in a dark pit beside a balete tree in Balete Drive after raping and killing her. Since then, the spirit of this young girl has been haunting the streets of the drive, looking for her murderer. This story was passed on to the present generation by older residents of Balete. If you made it this far into the episode, please make sure to subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate that. Another story is that this White Lady lives in a deserted ancestral mansion located in Balete Drive. The ghost is said to be a victim of her own family's cruelty. At 3 a.m., the White Lady appears lone drivers passing her house in order to seek their help or to run away from home. Some taxi drivers claim that they have experienced to drive for hours along the same street where the mansion is located. They can only get out of the loop after saying several prayers and wearing their shirt inside out. Because of this mystery, taxi drivers evade this route during midnight to dawn. If they ever need to pass the said area, they will blow their horns as a pasintabi, or plea to pass in English, to the White Lady. Rumors had it that the White Lady in Balete Drive was only fabricated by a reporter in 1953 in order to come up with an interesting story. Since then, other newspapers followed and allotted columns for the controversial White Lady in Balete Drive. Pranksters also sprouted since the controversial stir began. One of such is a 15-year-old boy named Conrado de la Cruz, who was a resident of Balete Drive at the time. It happened one night in 1953 at the height of Balete Drive scare that the young boy pulled the trick on his neighbor, Lope Bautista. He put on a white robe, wore a skull mask, and crept into the balcony of Bautista. Terrified to death, Bautista jumped from his porch and got a sprain. The young rascal was reprimanded by the local police. Over time, Balete Drive became a target for paranormal activity, with more and more people reporting strange sightings or eerie encounters. Many others have claimed seeing apparitions of a bruised and battered woman dressed elegantly in white, basically reworded descriptions matching those of the White Lady lurking in the Balete trees. There were also those who had reported screams and wails coming from the location, which then added onto the drive's supernatural aura. In recent times, Balete's supernatural reputation has waned a bit, but the location still draws tourists from around the world to experience the mysterious tales and haunting legends of the area. The street has attracted a lot of attention from various media outlets such as documentaries, travel shows, and books. Many have also tried to debunk the myths behind Balete Drive's supernatural phenomena. In conclusion, Balete Drive is a cultural artifact as it is an integral mythical tourist attraction that has been embedded in Philippine folklore history. It has a rich and eerie legend behind it and has been the subject of many thrill seekers and historians' interest. Balete Drive is still a must-visit destination for those seeking an encounter with the supernatural. It is a staycation that will surely leave an indelible mark on one's life for years to come. The drive's legend is well documented, and it is likely that it will continue to be handed down from one generation to the next. The story of the Balete Drive is not just a horror story. It is part of the Philippine cultural identity that will continue to enchant and terrify Filipinos, making them more appreciative of the country's diverse supernatural elements. In every tale, people are always going to be fascinated about Balete Drive's tumultuous history that continues to stun and baffle locals and visitors alike. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Any type of feedback and support means a lot to us. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!